Hello YouTube, this is Lisa. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I'm doing great. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I would like to welcome you. And if you're a return viewer, thank you for coming back again. I am out in the garden. It is really windy today. And we had some really bad storms to come through last night. And it was almost like tornado kind of winds that came through. And but today is really windy again, like it may be more storms coming. I don't know. It's supposed to be pretty today, which the sun is shining. It's just very windy, and I hope that the wind is not bothering this video so much. But I want to go out and plant my sugar snap peas and just do a few things out in the big garden. And it's just little things here and there that I wanted to do, and so I'm just gonna take you all along. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, so I'll be right back. Okay, this is that cotton compost or cotton trash or whatever that we got from our one of our church members, or the guy that cut our grass. His father delivered all this, and it's some pretty nice aged compost from the cotton gin, which is right up the road from here. It's got rocks in it, and probably some other pieces of, I don't know what, probably in it that I need to sift out of here. And so that's what I'm going to do right now, because I'm going to plant my sugar snap peas today, and I want to amend the soil in the pot that I'm going to plant those in using this compost. And what I don't, I'm not going to use all this, but what I don't use will be used to amend all the other pots and beds for spring gardening. So I'm going to go ahead and try and sift some of this and try to get me a bucket full, and then I will take it over and put it in amend the pots. Okay, you all, so I got a bucket full of that compost right there, and I'm gonna amend these pots that I have down through here. That pot, this pot, and all the pots down through there. So I'm gonna get busy and amend these pots, and then I will plant my sugar snap peas. So I'll be right back. So these have straw in them. I think this last fall I had a problem with ants in this container, and put some diatomaceous earth in here, but I only got to do it like one time, and then it got really cold and I didn't get to do it anymore. But I'm kind of seeing ants still. There is an ant problem out here. 3 of my beds or yeah, 3 of my big beds got ants in them. So I'm gonna have to do some heavy treating in them with diatomaceous earth. Put some of this compost in here. And I'll be planting beans and peas out here, but I think I would just be planting some beans pretty much. So I'm gonna load up on the bone meal in this. And this is my 3-5-6 fertilizer. Now, this shouldn't need amending all that much because it's just been sitting, and I amended it last fall with compost, and I think I just put my compost in it. I might have did some. I have to look back in my notes. I think I did pot and soil and our compost and a little fertilizer, and that was pretty much it. And nothing was planted in here, so it's not like that we really need much. It's going to be a few more weeks before anything is planted in this anyway. I think sugar snap peas was planted in this last year, so it's probably full of nitrogen already anyway. Just a little more in here. So this is the pot that's going to get sugar snap peas planted. Just don't need a whole lot because sugar snap peas and lima beans was planted in this pot last year. So put sugar snap in here again, load it up with bone meal. This is 357 or 356 fertilizer. Now last year I had sugar snap peas planted, and I had a cage, a tomato cage for them to grow up, and they got too big for that. So during the summer last year we got these cattle panels, and I am just going to go ahead and let them grow up this cattle panel, because the tomato cages could not hold them up, and then when the wind would blow they would just fall over. And they grew up out of the cage. They grew up they were all over the top of the cage, and then it was leaning. It was horrible. So I am not growing them in here up a cage this year. So I'm going to plant these sugar snap peas in this pot. These are from Johnny's Seeds, and I got them last year, and they're pretty big, as you can see. But I'm gonna plant 8 of them in this pot. These are not the ones that I grew last year, but so I mean this is the first time I used out of that pack. I bought them last year, but then I didn't use them because I was using what I had the year before. But we love the sugar snap peas because we put them in our stir fries, and that's the way we eat them, in stir fry. We eat a lot of stir fries, chicken or shrimp or however. Okay. Always want to make sure that your seeds are in good and tight. This soil is pretty moist because we got a big rain last night. And they will grow up fine out of this straw. That's how we did it last year. And so this is my label. I'll stick it down in here. I think that's all the pots that I'm going to amend over here. I have 4 pots over here on the other side that I'm going to plant potatoes in, And so I'm going to go ahead and amend those pots, because I'm going to use those before I'll be using these other pots. So I'm going to go ahead and amend those now. So these pots, I'm at like the gate of the garden, and these pots are where I'm going to plant potatoes this year. And so I'm going to amend the soil in here. What did I have? I think I had brass. I had like Romanesco, and I think I had Romanesco and Brussels sprouts planted out here last year, and I didn't get anything because it got too hot, and then I didn't get any Romanesco or cauliflower, or I mean Brussels sprouts. This pot I had a horrible time with ants in it last year, and then I finally was able to get rid of them. This soil looks really good. getting this way down in there because potatoes are going to go in here and they'll be planted deep down into the pot. So I just want to make sure that I get some of this fertilizer and compost all the way to the bottom, or pretty deep. I'll probably take this straw off when I plant those. I'm just putting it on here to kind of keep the soil in good shape until I plant them, which I still have probably about 3 or 4 weeks before I do that. But that's it. These pots are ready for potatoes. So you all, this is my garlic, and I just wanted to show it to you. I am not going to fertilize them today because I fertilized them right before the Arctic freeze last month, and they're looking good. They're fine. And they are planted deep. So, I mean, it looks like it's not much to this. But it really is. I have them mulched in with crushed leaves, chopped up leaves. And they're on there deep. They are really, they're deep, planted in that. They're planted in the soil deep, and then this mulch is deep. So I might have did too much, but it looks to me like they are fine. Okay, so this is my big garden bed, one of them. It's over to the far right in the back. And it's ants. That's ants. Those are ants, and I have a feeling that ants are all in here too. So I'm gonna treat this with diatomaceous earth. Last year, I think it was finally in November, I was able to go ahead and get all these beds covered, and I did not cover this one because it was infested with ants. I put diatomaceous earth down. And then I think we had gotten a big freeze, and then I never came back out here to treat for the ants anymore. And we've had an Arctic freeze, we've had all kind of freezes and rains and everything, and the ants are still here. So I've got to get this bed ready because I'll be ready to plant my purple hull peas. And I need these ants gone because my peas are supposed to go in this bed, and I may do something different. I may just plant beans in here again. I planted them in here last year, and I may have to plant them in here again because I won't plant those until May. And this bed behind me is maybe where I'm gonna have to plant my peas because I don't think these ants will be gone by next week. So I'm gonna put some diatomaceous earth down and see if I can try and get a couple treatments of it and try and get rid of these ants. Last year they were up here, and I just dug through that. I don't see any activity, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But this right here, I'm gonna leave it, and hopefully that will take care of this issue right here. I'll come back out here in the next day or so and try and take care of them again. I'm gonna go over here to this other bed and treat it too. So I'll be right back. Okay, you all, so there is some activity right here along here. That's where I had the trouble last year. And I didn't pull all this way all the way back. But just this is such some very nice soil under there, you all. It is a worm. It's right here. I pulled the cover back and he was just laying there. And so I'm gonna dig and put him down in it because I need to put some diatomaceous right here. See these little bitty holes where the ants are active. And I'm gonna go ahead they're trying to be active. It's just a little small spot right here. And I just sprinkle some right there and just leave it alone. I don't know what else is under this tarp, but I don't really want to pull it back to see. I need to so that I can go ahead and treat, because they're going to plant okra and peppers in here. And it'll be a while before they'll come out here. So at that time, to treat this. I'm going to check this bed. This bed, all my beds except for this one, has hardware cloth underneath them, so nothing could dig up into my beds. This one does not have any hardware cloth under it, and there are little holes. So I don't know if something has been, I guess something has been crawling under here, dug their way up. but I don't see any ant activity. They're right here. Ants are over here. So that's why I had the problem last year with them. So they're in that corner. And I put hot water on them. So I don't know if you see them or not. Do you see those little holes? That's where something has crawled up in here. But it's been covered, so I guess it went back down. But there is some, last year, before I covered, the ants were bad here, all along here. And I poured hot water on them. And then it wasn't long after that. I think that helped, because they went away. And then it wasn't long after that. We were expecting it to freeze, and I just covered the bed up. And so I'm going to go ahead and put something down here for them. This soil is really, really nice, and the alfalfa pellets have all broken down, and I mean, before we plant because I'm going to plant tomatoes in this again. Both sides, the whole bed is going to have tomatoes and basil. My paste tomatoes will be planted in this bed. So that's what's going to go here in this bed. I leave this open to there. Not any more activity anywhere else. So this is how I'm gonna leave the garden. The garlic over there is doing fine, and these pots are ready for potatoes, and those are my big beds treated for ants. And I'll come back out here in the next day or two to check. And I got these pots over here. I only amended 3 of them. And my sugar snap peas are in here, right there, and they'll grow up this trellis. And melon mound, the whole melon patch. I'm gonna get out here and do some pruning one day, and but that's how I'm gonna leave this garden right now. And like I said, I'll be back out here to check on those ants. These containers here, look how busted up these are. That's why I'm telling you, if you have a little more extra money, or wait just a few more days or weeks or whatever, then you can get a little extra money to buy you some of these kind of containers, because these kind of containers will not last. They will not. And these have been busted up really for 2 years. But I can't grow anything out of these this year. And I am replacing these. And I will show you what I will replace them with. But they are coming out of here. Because if you just look at them real hard, they fall apart. But those containers down there, they're okay. And those pots, they come a time where they will fall apart too. They probably all will, but I only got 2 years out of these. 2 years is all I got out of these pots right here. I went ahead and dumped the rest of that compost into these containers, and I'm gonna plant lettuce in here next year, well, next month. And so that's that compost there. This is the 356 fertilizer. Let's get more of this, because I'm about out of it. Put some blood meal in this. Right over here is where the spinach grew. I like growing out of these containers here. These are the cement mixers. They were made to mix cement up in. But I've grown lettuce and onions and spinach out of this. Fine. So you can grow anything in here that doesn't really grow that deep. But I say this is probably I don't know how many inches it is deep. Maybe 8 or 9 inches. I didn't plant anything on this side last fall. I was gonna plant lettuce in it, and when I didn't do it because I was just so scared that it was gonna get too cold, and I would not have a way to cover this as well. Because I think I had lettuce growing in it in 2022. I had lettuce growing in here in 2022 when we got that big Arctic freeze right before Christmas that year, and I covered this with blankets, but none of it survived. But it was so cold that year. It was like 15 degrees below zero. Colder than last month got. So that's how I'm gonna leave this. And the dark is about to catch me. Okay, you all, so that's all I'm gonna do right now. I have more to do, but that's all I'm gonna do right now. And I have some pruning I need to do. I have my little metal beds up here that I need to amend, and so I'll get back out there and get more of that cotton trash compost and get it sifted and amend these beds with it. And so I just it was such a pretty day today, and I just wanted to get out here and do something, because springtime is almost here, and plants are just about ready to be planted out here. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me today, and I hope everything is going well in your gardens. Y'all know y'all probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but I hope you got your grow calendars printed and downloaded and following it. I said it in one of my previous videos. Your garden will do better when you plant your stuff on time. I know a lot of you are new and you don't know when to plant your seeds, or the grow calendar will even tell you when to plant your plants, transplant them into the garden. So if you go to the store and you buy transplants, starter plants, then the grow calendar will let you know when to put those into your garden. So get the grow calendar, and it's not all about starting seeds. I know starting seeds can be intimidating, and but you know, the grow calendar will help you with your transplants as well, your starter plants. And so get it printed, get it downloaded, and follow it, and know when you're to do everything. If you are new into gardening and you don't know when, and you are following everybody on YouTube, and some of them may not be in your zone, and then you will have a mess. I know, because I've been there, trying to do with people in Michigan or in California or in South Florida or wherever, and doing what they were doing. I'm here in North Alabama, and I can't do what they all do. And I didn't know that until I got my grow calendar. And once I got that, gardening was so much better. And because I started my seeds, I got my starter plants in my garden in time, in my time, and the garden just does better when you do that. So I don't want to sound like I'm fussing. I just want to help you all. So if you all like my content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have not already, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload content. So you all stay safe, stay well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.